What's going on, everybody? Our buddy and good friend Connor Stallions is back in the news once again, and we're gonna talk about him. We're gonna bash him a little bit, and we're gonna laugh at him for sure because he is smearing not only his name but Michigan's name along with it, all while getting praised by the U of M fan base. Ridiculous.
Yeah, our favorite, and I mean favorite low-level staffer, Connor Stallions, is once again back in the spotlight, not because we were begging him to be back in the spotlight, because the dude just can't help himself. This all started, there was a video going around for quite some time about Sonny Dykes talking
Mhm.
about how they outsmarted Michigan. Someone tipped him off about the significance of the sign stealing scandal and that it was quote unquote next level. And so they made dummy signals. Now, this has been going around for quite some time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Brett McMurphy, known name in the sports world, the college football sports world, decides to pick it up. And then all of a sudden, Stallion is like, oh no, somebody notable picked this up. People are going to see this. They're going to see that somebody's saying that they're outsmarting me, and that's when the dude cannot fathom that people think that he's not the smartest person in the room. This dude is either a narcissist or
Mhm.
he's a sociopath. I cannot figure out which one. So we're going to unpack this tweet that he sent out, not to defend the University of Michigan, because that's never the goal. That was never what he's planning on doing. You go watch that Netflix documentary. I mean, the as others are called, the mockumentary. You go watch the interview with on 3 JD Pickle, and you look at these tweets. He's no way, shape, or form in any way trying to vindicate Michigan of any wrongdoing. He's just putting them in a bigger hole. Why? Because he's all about Connor Stallions. He wants to talk about how great he is, how smart he is. So let's take a
And
look. Go on, Peter.
And in these interviews, I mean, it's clearly he's rubbing your faces in it that he did it, that he figured it out. It's all about him. It is about a little bit of his passion for Michigan and the U of M, but he wants all the focus and attention on himself. What's his first tweet about, man?
You know, you talk about how his loyalty to Michigan. If we formed a pie chart, it would be like
Five.
1%
Yeah.
Michigan and 99% Connor Stallions.
He loves himself some kind of stallions.
Yeah. All right. So to save everybody's time, so we can move on from the same recycled story from Coach Dykes, I'll provide some more details so we can wrap this up. Well, thank you, Connor. I'm glad that you finally come in with these giant words of wisdom, so all of us, who you view as beneath you, can finally be enlightened on what you're trying to tell the world about this elaborate science scheme, and everybody else is wrong. But anyways, we lost because we turned the ball over and had a poor game tackling. And TCU played well. Congratulations. How condescending is that?
Yeah.
Congratulations. The way we won the Natty when I was not with the program, I mean, the same way we won the Natty when I was not with the program, because we blocked well, tackled well, and took care of the rock. Welcome to the game of football. Well, Connor, you've redefined the game of football with this sign stealing. And you know what? Right then and there, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, isn't he downplaying the sign stealing scheme? And if he is, then why go through all the trouble that he did to make it happen? I mean, go look at what the NCAA found.
Yeah.
Went to 30 or more Big Ten games, sent other staffers, sent family members. Go look at the documentary. Had all these files uploaded to the cloud and sat there day in and day out trying to figure out these signs. I mean,
Mhm.
Peter, I just don't
That's,
get it. It's
that's what.
either it was a great thing or it wasn't. Which one is it, Connor?
Yep. As well as the complete lack of cooperation with the NCAA's investigation until the COI hearings last month in June, early June, when he was summoned. He was made to go. So, yeah, there's a lot of hypocrisy involved with him.
And this is what I'm talking about, where he just has big trouble just fathoming the idea that there's someone out there smarter than him, and then he just flips the script and says,
Sure.
I'm the smartest person in the room right here. To say anyone fooled me is admitting that you have no idea how signal deciphering and protecting works. No team has ever changed signals, meaning they don't recycle the same. Okay, so let me read this again. To say anyone fooled me is admitting that you have no idea how signal deciphering and protecting works. So again, they're not going to get me. I'm going to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
I'm the smartest, not them. They have no idea what they're talking about. This dude is like the definition of grandiose. Just
Grandiose and
from
unhinged.
start to beginning. I mean, yeah, Peter, you bring up unhinged. Like, he couldn't help himself. He doesn't, like, not only does not realize that he's burying this program even more by opening up his big mouth, but he
Yeah.
more than likely doesn't care. Again, go look at the mockumentary. He's talking about how great he is. He's no way, shape, or form trying to vindicate Michigan. Go look at the interview with JD Pickle with On3. He's talking about how great it was, and oh wait, and this is where the deflection comes in. It's just like, oh no, Ohio State was stealing our signs, so we were just okay. Go ahead, blame someone else, and then he's talking about how great he is and how much we don't know about this, and he's actually the one who has all the knowledge, and we're just all. I just don't get it, Peter.
It's absolutely ridiculous, man. And the biggest thing that you brought up earlier too was their Michigan fans are still claiming no competitive advantage. Well, how about the 6 years on staff before you? The Harbaugh didn't have you on staff, and the year after that you were gone. How about that? That's clear and valid evidence, and it's ridiculous, man. The competitive advantage was clear, and there's really no denying that. But talking about manifestos, he continues to go on.
And here's the other thing. He talks about, change your signals and everything and all that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you can't just do it overnight. You need some time. Oh, wait, that's right. TCU had a month. I mean, dude, who knows when TCU was informed of this? They probably informed the moment that everyone found out they were playing Michigan. So they had a month to prepare for this. And clearly it made a big difference, because if you go look back at the tape where games where they had other players' signals, other team signals, they were in the right position. Go look at the TCU tape, they were not in the right position a good amount of the time. Now look at this. And this is where he just blatantly does not care for Michigan and just wants to continuously defend himself.
Looking out for numero uno.
Attempt to correlate signs to any wins and losses at Michigan is funny. There were 7 games in my time at Michigan where I knew almost every signal of the whole game. 2021 MSU, which, by the way, that 2020 MSU was more than likely the beginning of it, so it was not clearly in full effect until we know the big game. Then 2022 MSU, 2022 PSU, 2022 OSU, 2022 TCU, 2021 Georgia, and 2021 Wisconsin. We lost 3 of those games because we didn't tackle well, and Georgia was historically good. We won the 4 other games because we dominated the line of scrimmage and tackled well. Blocking, ball security, tackling, run, fits, and coverage tools. That's football. This is not rocket science. So, again, he's talking about how great he is, but yet he's downplaying the significance of the sign stealing. Okay, Connor, if it wasn't that significant, then why did you go to the lengths of doing what you did? Again, go look at the NCAA evidence of what he did.
And if it didn't give you a competitive advantage, why'd you get a game ball after one of these games this year?
And going to the game
Ridiculous.
ball, it wasn't good enough, Peter. This dude wanted to get caught because he wants all the credit and none of the blame. And I mean, if you don't believe, like, go look at this tweet again. His job was specifically to provide a competitive advantage, steal signs, and
Decode the signs, yeah.
Harbaugh even appreciated so much they got a game ball. But here, he's blame like, dude, this dude does not want to take any blame. He's always flipping the script. I'm the greatest ever. He's shifting the blame to tackling and just everything and not it was not blame. You can't take the blame for anything, dude. This dude does not care about the University of Michigan. He just only cares about himself. And the fact that Michigan fans want to continuously celebrate this guy is just, I just don't get it, man.
It's a lot of worship. There's a lot of worship for a guy who blatantly admitted that he cheated and that he did this on the documentary. He said, yes, I did this. Yes, that was me on the sidelines at Central Michigan, Michigan State. He said those things. That's on record. And you guys want to worship and praise him because it got you wins in football.
And it got, according to, he didn't essentially get them the natty, but he laid down the pavement for them to get there. I mean, 3 years of the scheme. And, again, going back to the 2021 Michigan State game, that type of scheme was brand new. I can imagine it took some time for it to go into full effect.
Yep. Yeah, there's no question, man. There's no denying at this point. And the continued celebration, worship, and praise of him baffles me on one hand. On the other hand, it doesn't, because you were a garbage program for the previous 20 years before that. So with no Big Ten titles dating back to 2004. So, yeah, in one essence, I get it, because he resurrected the program. Well, now he's gone. You guys suck again. So how's that feel?
Yeah, and, here's the other thing, Peter. He just look at what the program was before he was hired, and then after, and
clear uptick.
Like, this dude's talking out both sides of his mouth. If he really and truly cared about the program, he wouldn't have said one thing at all.
He would go away. He would go away, wouldn't he?
Go away, fly off in the sunset. Because I guarantee you, and you can take it to the bank on this. Take this to the bank, whatever you want. This dude is going to get a lifetime, yes, I said it, a lifetime ban in college football. Complete lifetime ban of college football. And dude, if a supposed hammer does come and Michigan fans are extremely upset, the only people they have to blame is themselves, because they just they're like, oh, Connor, our God, our everything. Just, we believe everything you say. We're not going to challenge one thing. It's just like, dude, if my team, if Ohio State had not won a national title since 1997, and then finally got one, and then this whole thing could, completely, knock it down, I'd be defending this person to the death too. So I could see from one point, but the next, like, if something big happens to your program and you're upset, like, why did this happen? Like, blame yourselves for being a bunch of blind sheep.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's very obvious and very evident that he's a compulsive liar, and every time he opens his mouth, he's lying about something. And so one question posed on 11 words was interesting. I wanted to touch base on that before we jump off. But if you could put some truth serum into Connor Stallions and ask him any question at all about this sign stealing saga or advanced scouting, whatever you want to call it, what would you ask him? And I would say, how involved was Jim Harbaugh with this whole elaborate scheme? Because
He's not going to
there's
be on
clear
this
evidence
afternoon.
of him right next to Harbaugh in many games when he's a lower level staffer and assistants are the only people that should be talking OC and DC to the head coach during a game. But that's what I would want to know. If you could inject truth serum, how much did Harbaugh know about this?
Yeah, I mean that's the only way that's the only way you're gonna get a straight answer with some truth serum. And also, Michigan fans, a question posed to you: if this dude truly cares about your program, why does he keep coming out of the woodworks to only talk about himself and how great the science scheme is, and further incriminating the University of Michigan football program? That's it.
Oh, that's
All
gonna
right.
do for this one.
Yep.
Go Bucks and God bless. We'll
Oh
see you on
wait.
the next one. Go Bucks, baby.